finish off. So, folks, I want to thank you for coming on this evening. As I said on the sales webinar, for those of you there, we run these webinars on Tuesday evenings, and love to have you keep coming back. If you got value out of it, I ask you, please pass this on to other people. You know, I truly believe that there's two critical things that people need to learn how to do. One is they learn how to make money, and that's the ability to sell. Because once you can sell, you generate income. If you can't sell, it limits your ability to generate income. Once you learn how to sell and generate income, then you need to learn how to use that money to make more money, and that is financial literacy. And once we do that, then we can create some phenomenal results. So if you got value, I'd love you to pass on, if you wouldn't mind, pass on our details and the next webinar to friends, colleagues. Love to have you back on next week's webinar, and any time you want to come on these webinars, please. Great having you on. Thank you for your interaction. Just to answer some of your questions, Shani asked, what is the course cost? So I'm just going to, we have an event coming up tomorrow evening. It's called Play the Money Game. It's an introductory program to awaken your financial genius. It's about 3 hours long, and Maralise will just ask her just to put up the link. It's not an expensive event. It's 150 Rand for the evening. It's at Mercure Hotel in Bedford View. So, you know, if you're interested, go on the link, book. It starts at 6:30 and we'll be finished and out of the room before 10:30. So it's 3 to 3.5 hours, and what we'll go through is give you is cover a bit of the stuff we talked about tonight. We'll play the cash flow game for some of you in a way that you probably haven't played it before, and I'll outline what the 10-week Awaken Your Financial Genius program is. Now, some of you might know that Robert Kiyosaki is coming out in July, and I am absolutely excited about that. That pumps me up. Just love hanging around that guy and just learning from him. He's coming with his Rich Dad Advisor around tax, Tom Wheelwright. Incredible guy, great mind. So they're coming out in July, and so they're coming out for the Wealth Success Summit through Success Resources, 28th and 29th of July. Those of you that might be interested, if you get on our next Awaken Your Financial Genius 10-week program, just because it doesn't happen normally, because Robert doesn't often come out of here, but because he's going to be here, I've been able to arrange a pretty exclusive event, which will be Robert, Tom, and maybe about 60 or 70 people that have been through or are currently going through or will go through the next Awaken Your Financial Genius program. So I just think it's a very unique opportunity to get in a very small room with probably some of the finest minds when it comes to entrepreneurship, wealth creation, money, being. And, this year I've had the opportunity of being in the US with Robert twice already for 2 or 3 days. And 2 weeks' time, I'm there for a flight. I'm literally flying to Phoenix to go spend a day with him and one of his senior guys. So I just know that if being in a small room will create some very different perspective for you. So we have a Play the Money Game tomorrow night. So if you'd like to join that, then love to have you on that. Otherwise, Maralise will send you the details for the next Play Your Money Game. And those of you that want to sign up or are interested in the Awaken Your Financial Genius course, it's 10 weeks. It includes that session on the 31st, which is from 2 in the afternoon until 8:30 in the evening with Robert Kiyosaki and Tom Wheelwright. And it's 10 weeks And those of you that haven't got a ticket to the Success Summit and the Investors Summit on the 28th and 29th, it includes a diamond ticket for that, which is front row seating, lunch, and that type of stuff. And that the cost of that event for 10 weeks, plus the Kiyosaki exclusive event with Robert, is 8,995 rand. So if you're interested in that, just Mauritius will send you the details and go from there, and or come and join us at our next Play the Money Game event tomorrow evening at the Mercure Hotel, or Saturday the 7th of July from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at the Nickel Hotel in Bedford View. So, folks, any questions before we finish off that I can answer? Dirk, that is a great question. What will we cover? What will we cover next week? What would you like us to cover next week, Dirk? So yeah, I mean, I asked this question in the earlier thing, and we have a topic. We have a topic next week, and Marlon, why you are relevant when the sale starts. Okay, irrelevant. That's for the sales webinar. So, yeah, I mean, how many of you would be interested in learning a little bit about cryptocurrency? Would you be interested in doing that? How many of you know that there's this cryptocurrency thing, but you don't know a lot about it? How many of you think you know a lot about it? Would like to learn a little bit about it? Would that? Okay, I've got a colleague that's spent a lot of time studying it. And knows quite a bit about it. So I'll see if I can get him to come on with me, and I'll ask him some questions and take him through a process. So we'll either do that for the next one, or we'll do it for the following one. So that'll be good. Any other topics that you'd like? Okay, so. He'll give you some good perspective around that. Any other topics? Okay, so so the topic that I put down for next week was, are you prepared for your financial future? Whatever you believe, the question is, are you really prepared? Do you know what could be coming? Are you clear on what could be coming? What is it that you need to do to make sure that you are, whether it comes or it doesn't come, that you're prepared? So, folks, I just want to thank you for spending the time with us tonight. I truly hope we were able to add value. Same time next week. Those of you that want to be on the sales program, please join that. That starts at 7, from 7 to 8. This is from 8:15 until 9:15. Thank you for joining us. Come and join us tomorrow night. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a great learning. And the question is, what's more important than you and your financial future? And it's 150 Rand. Come and join us. Come and have some fun. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. If not, we'll see you on the 7th or next week. Be awesome. Thank you, Marlon and Maury. Thank you, Marlon, for hosting the group. Marlon, I'm going to hand back to you. Thanks, folks. Be blessed. See you soon.
Thank you, Barry. Thanks, everyone, for joining. You should expect the link for this webinar in your mailbox tomorrow. So, yeah, have a good evening and be well. See you next week.